Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. I am the Queen of Clovers. And if you saw yesterday's Valentine message, I do get frustrated with Spirit. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I get a little grumpy when they're like, oh, here's the lesson in loving somebody inside out. You know, it was just a little annoying to get that on Valentine's Day when I was having a very low Valentine's Day. So this is going to be that reading, that hangover reading, that full moon and Leo reading, that just a reading to see what's really out there in love, my darlings. Remember, as with all tarot readings, please take what's yours and leave out all the rest. But let's see generally, let's see what's in love before we get to those 12 sign readings. And if you really listen carefully, there is a storm coming. You can hear the thunder coming here in Southern California, the storm coming in. Can you believe if you're watching the Super Bowl, we had like 85-degree weather on Sunday, and now we're coming up on some rain. It rained a little last night, so we'll see what happens. And that's how we kind of got to be with love, you know. And sometimes it's sunny and 85 degrees, and sometimes it's 56 degrees. And most of us are going to freeze tonight in Southern California because that's how it is for us. All right, my darlings, how are we doing? I do have the peacock for our oracle card. This is the card of strutting it out. Believe it or not, it's a masculine strut. It is the male peacock that has all the beauteous feathers. These things are freaking nuts. They are also what do I say? They just can't let go. Obsessive, Kanye West obsessive. But it's less about letting go than doing what has to be done so thoroughly that, man, they can chase something off. For example, I used to go to this bird sanctuary for lunch, and a peacock, they will hop on your car and chase you out of the place if you are eating your lunch in your car. And they don't like where you are, or you play with them or something. They just don't like it. And so this is that feeling of that dogged peacockness, oh yes, that we have to deal with sometimes. Oh, Capricornicans, Anatorians, a lot of earthiness here. And Spirit gave me a big message when journaling this morning, and I should bring my private journals to read here. That would really entertain folks. You should comment below if you're interested in that, because this is where most of my good spiritual juicy stuff comes from. And one of them is that you are grounded enough where you are. You don't need to ground anymore where you are. And then the message here that I got was Eight of Cups flying off away to new ground, to the Devil and the Hierophant cards side by side, to very very earthy, deep cards. But they're also kind of pleasure cards in a way, because what Spirit is saying is there's a reason you need to be thorough and heftily obsessive, compulsive, chasing after this. And love we're talking about. And that's because you need to fly away to different grounds. Spirit is saying that, yeah, you don't need to be grounded where you are. You need to be on different grounds. So that when you come to the normal and the orthodox of the Hierophant card, you actually come into a lot of pleasure and with your work with the Capricornian card, because of the fact that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Do you hear that thunder? My goodness, it's about to rain here. We don't get a lot of rain, so it's a big deal. We get fires, as you know. We had a fire last week when it was 80-degree week, sweating in our homes. We have to find our bungee shorts. And it's that unexpected change. It is the whole adjustment of the landscape, of the world, of the entire weather, of the now. And that's how love is going to be and what it needs to be if you're going to be in a place where you can get it. If you're not getting love that you need where you are now, if you're not getting the work that you need where you are now, you're not in the right place. It's not that you are so bizarre and so unique that you're just a weirdo amongst all these normies and orthodox persons. No, you are in the wrong orthodox place. You know, I asked Spirit, does that mean you have to build something? Build a new place if it doesn't exist? And Spirit's like, oh my gosh, you do not know how varied the people of the world are, and the positions of the world are, and the temperatures of the world are, to the point where you can find a place to be. I think one of those, I saw a meme, and it was like, you do know that I knew this guy that worked in porn, and he said, dude, everybody is loved. Somebody is getting their rocks off over something you have, believe it or not. So nobody should feel unloved or without love. There is a place for you, for us, for the ones you love. All right, I got me a love spread here. Let's see what the soulmates are thinking, your person right now. Generally speaking, of course. This person sees you as not being able to give right now. They see this collective as not being able to give right now because of a lot of resistance, a little indecision. Mostly in love and what is happiness. There's an undefined happiness. There's your soulmate doesn't know what is going to make you happy, and it's making them a little troublesome, this 10 of Cups situation. How do I find her 10 of Cups? Because I would rush right towards it and jump all over it if I could figure it out. More Earth. Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll think about it a little bit for a moment here. But they really don't want you to have to work that hard. This person is indecisive about you because you are working so hard that you don't see love. A lot of us aren't seeing love. We're being tenacious about so many things, but we aren't really working very hard towards love. And true love right now for everyone means somebody rushing and trying to make us the happiest of our lives. And Spirit is saying that isn't wrong. Together we will be greater than we are alone. This is the kind of person that, storm coming in. Is that like a 717 just passed on the timer? It is a change in the world. It is, like I said, we're not weirdos. We're not, you know, deviants. We are just on the wrong plane, and we are about to move into these new planes. With that Leo full moon, Leo is about show. It's about being out there. It's about being seen. It is a, believe it or not, feminine's amazing energy. That's why monarchs are amazing. Monarch lions are amazing, divine feminine energy to show our strength, but to be on display, to be seen. A lot of this weirdness that was like really weirdness is going to be gone because it's going to be realness. The grounding is going to come from us. That's a lot, like a big hefty message, especially since I'm talking about love. But there is like that change in the air, the storm coming. There's another reader that talks about the storm coming and the thunder and the lightning and just the energy in the sky that causes the electricity to shoot down and hit the ground. It's amazing stuff. And you are about to be struck by lightning. Thunderstruck, actually, is what Spirit is saying. And it is going to be that fleeting feeling of it not being work, it not being typical love. Your world is going to be shaken with this change. Remember, we got the toad on Valentine's Day. You know, yes, you should be kissing frogs, not toads. Yes, you should be living the fairy tale, and they should be turning into princes, but not all of them do. And you need to find your strength to move on, to find this perfect, dreamy love. Your person probably, most lovers right now think that they, which is probably why they came in as the King of Pentacles, the Earth grounding, is because, on the bottom of the deck here, is because they just don't want you to have to work that hard. Together, we would have time to, you know, like screw around all the time, you know. I went to Catholic school, so believe it or not, you know, I used to have teachers that said, why not get married? Sex all the time. And don't tell me that there is no sex after marriage, because when you're Catholic, there is. We've got the babies to prove it. All right. right now we all have this desire to love and be loved, but there's a lot of action not taken, and there's a lot of determination with the peacock and beauty. How beautiful are women right now? I understand why a lot of women are getting lesbian. Because we are so beautiful right now that it's just, how could you not see how amazing, beautiful. Did I mention the Leo and the Strength card? And the feminine riding the lion, controlling the beast. The Leo full moon coming in. There will be a decision towards being stronger, towards embodying this part of ourselves that really shake the world. I feel it with this thunder. I'm getting like the chills right now from this reading. The world isn't going to change for you. You either need to move on, or you need to you need to move on. You need to move on either by self-grounding and being yourself and being the weirdo in the midst of normies, or go finding a place where you're a normie, but you can't bitch about it anymore, because you just need to stop drinking from cups that are poisonous, that stop your growth, that stop your evolution. You must start taking the longer journey with the Knight of Pentacles. We all know it's the slowest knight in the deck, but this is Spirit giving advice to come to true love. Stop drinking from the cups that have shit water, literal doo-doo water. And then take it slow and take your time to find the one that, when it comes time to make that decision with the Two of Wands, look at him looking at the bird. If this bird flew to this wand, there would be no doubt in their mind. The decision would be made with the whole power of their strength. Not a decision towards suffering, not a decision to holding one position, not a decision to drink from that Kool-Aid that ain't that good anyway. This is all about falling in love on our own terms. There's clearly water out there. It's raining. But not even falling in love on our own terms. Falling in love so open-heartedly, so ourselves, that later on, looking back, we'll be like, oh yeah, it was love on my own terms. Who knew? But deep down inside, you may not have picked those things consciously if you weren't moving with your heart, if you weren't moving after receiving a full cup of true love instead of a cup of poison, a little drop of poison. You know, we're all willing to take that. So we, you know, don't end up with some toad. Ooh, advice from Spirit. Take the Joker card and take, oh, Spirit loves me. I have the Joker card, which is like the Fool card, and advice from Spirit. I'm going to pull one more because I also have the repeater cards. Jack of Pentacles is the advice from Tarot. Take the slow road. Didn't I say that? And the Two of Wands. You will have choice. You have a choice to make, but it will be so beyond obvious when it comes time to make that choice that your heart will just know. Your heart will know exactly where to go and where to be comfortable if you stop drinking the poison, you stop staying with love for now. It's not love the one you're with. It's like really wait for that great love. And if you don't get that great love, I'm beginning to realize that you don't have to fucking worry about it, because apparently we're getting another chance at it in another iteration. And I am talking about that other ground. The pleasure ground, the devil ground, and the ground of the Hierophant combined. I mean, that's a party that's going to get us pretty wrecked. Ah! I really hope I got that on. You guys heard that. Because it's about, that's a party run by a Hierophant, a Taurian, and a devil, a Capricorn. At first you're like, well, it sounds kind of boring. Sounds more like a, you know, a CEO convention, or a, you know, like one of those meetings at work where they talk about the shares and, you know, the graph charts and woohoo. No. That's just on the surface level. These playthings get down and dirty and luxuriously exciting and stable and welcoming. Find your ground, and you will find your cup of love that you'll be willing to gobble it up. Drink it down, guzzle it down. It is raining right now in Southern California. The world has changed. 85 degrees on Sunday to 55 degrees now. Pouring rain. You heard the thunder and rain, lightning. sometimes that feeling of the world changing is all we need to remind us that it can happen in a moment. And just be ready, keep our eyes open, take the long journey, and let go of those loves that, frankly, they're weakening us, they're poisoning us. A little drop of poison, you know. Alright, my loves, thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really love this reading. I really love that I recorded those sounds of that thunder, and that you guys were all here for it. Please like and subscribe if you are enamored by my reading and wish to see more. Again, I love you, and snuggle up with a loved one tonight.